Hello guys, my name is Starfarer, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. We are here on another Minecraft World Tour. We are actually on my first ever survival SMP world. This is a survival multiplayer world started by me and my 3 siblings. It was originally started on the original Xbox 360 version of Minecraft, the one that didn't even have jungles yet. But we eventually got the update and got access to most of the features you see in today's Minecraft. And so a lot of this is old, some of it is new, and it's probably my survival series where I really started to advance. This is when I was watching a lot of Minecraft YouTubers like Hermitcraft and stuff, and really starting to become more inspired in Minecraft and the technical side of things. But we're starting out on the northernmost part of the map. This is my sister's base. She's the same one, if you watch my previous world tour, who was on my survival island with me. This is her marketplace. They have stalls selling all kinds of different things. Really enjoy it. And honestly, I don't even know what everything is here. I've seen some of this, but actually some of it I've not even seen at all. Like this building. I guess it's a nice little house. I don't know. I'm not sure. But all of this takes place on the original map of the world. Like in the previous video, you may notice the world having been expanded. This is how we got access to all the new biomes. It also meant that all the current biomes were messed up, because we originally only had birch, spruce, and forest. That was about it. And so, the world gen, at least the biomes get a little messed up. But you can see we have things like terracotta, we have these doors and things, and, you know, I'm not sure when this was built, but it's a nice little hotel kind of thing. I think that's what this is. I really like it. I love the nether brick. Nether brick is an underrated block in my opinion. You got some nice horses. I really love Minecraft bases in general that are like this. I feel like the modern Minecraft is all about building the mega base where everything is all pushed together. But I just love, like, you usually see it on SMPs, where it's just, everything is just spread out, and so much fun, especially when you build a base like that. It's kind of what I like, but to each their own. This is her house, I do know this. Not sure what the color wood is, like it's an aesthetic, I think. Because we got the wood, and we were just amazed, because we only had 3 types of wood for literally, oh my gosh. Someone is rich. This looks like a little bedroom with an aquarium with actual salmon in it. I think some of this must have been made actually very recently. I didn't think anyone played on this world anymore, but like, some of this is like recent. I think, actually not really. Because I think that when we ended the world, we had just transitioned to Bedrock because we got Update Aquatic, which is like Update 1.13 or something. And so I think that's what happened. I think that's kind of where we left off. So we started playing before jungles were even added, and we ended off with a whole lot of different things, like Update Aquatic and all that jazz. So this is the minecart rail system. Somewhere we missed her train station. She had a train station, or maybe I swear she had one. What's down there? No, this just must be a rail to get to a farm, because this is like the only nice farming area. I suddenly see why she has so much food now. I was sleeping on the food department. But it's also, on this world, I'm a little bit different, because I really wanted to get the farms going. Like, I wanted to have auto farms, a whole farm set up to basically feed the entire server. And obviously I got outed by, like, all that jazz. But I didn't really end up ever getting around to building a dedicated house, because I was just way too busy with everything else. Is this part of the train station? I really don't know. I know this is the train station. It was very cool, because you could take a track. This is supposed to eventually go to my base. I think the tunnel does, or where my base was supposed to be. We never made it there. As you can see, there's turtles in the middle of the desert, and there's snow in the middle of the desert. This is because, like I said, world generation got messed up. This used to legitimately be a desert until we updated to the latest version, and we skipped like freaking literally like 40, 50 versions of Xbox, and then we got this. And so we get snow in the desert, and we get my favorite biome, which used to really exist, and I don't know if it really does anymore, but the snowy plains. This is a fake one, because they just dump snow on the plains, but it looks just as good as the original. I don't know, I feel like I don't see snowy plains anymore. They're such a dope biome. I don't know if Bedrock handles it very well with the stacked snow in this. That was another downside, is none of this was really snow. This was a taiga biome, but it wasn't like the snowy ones. And so we never had a problem with snow, but then it started to become a problem. Because it just piles up and piles up. And I think in the latest snapshots you can actually turn it off. Yeah, I think it's a genius idea, but it kind of makes for a laggy and big mess. So we're heading to the central area of the world. My sister always likes to live far away from everyone else. But we mostly centralized around here, although my house was going to be way out there. This was our first ever iron farm. You may recognize the design. You just slapped your villagers in the side, and iron golems would spawn in the middle. And this thing was really nice, because you could just... It was... If my other sister was here, you could literally just vibe here and get iron, if it was loaded in. It was a little far, but it got the job done. This carpet pathway was designed to keep snow off, in addition with the lights that turn on at night. This is where we're going to build our town square, because this is essentially world spawn. I think this house right here is, although it might be one of those snow golem farms. No. Actually, no, it's just, I think there's holes in the roof. I think it was a snow golem farm. But this was supposed to be like a whole village we were going to make. And we kind of got put out on it once the snow came to be. But this was our library, and this was, I think, our pizza shop or something like that. Very fun, very fun. But this world, we did get really far. We did all, I believe, collectively fight the Ender Dragon, and we got stuff, all that done. Oh, snowy foxes, I love them. This over here is my, so I have two sisters. This is my other sister's home. She has a nice animal farm going. See, the thing is, apparently, my first sister had all the food in the world, because I think everyone else was dirt poor. This is not the entrance to her house, but I think that is. Yeah, so we got... I really like the black carpet. That looks really nice. You have a nice little underneath area. Like a cellar or something? This is, I think, part of a secret tunnel that was supposed to happen. This looks like somewhere the warden would spawn. I really should have got them on the world to just tour me around. Storage room. Dang, holy cow. I was sleeping on this house. This house has got so many rooms and stuff. Dang. I really like this house. I forget how inviting Spruce is as a whole. Oh wow, you can get on top of here? I didn't know she had an upwards area. Oh, that's so sick. Which is what the staircase and stuff is for. Wow, we've come full circle. Lots of storage, wow. What is this? Little area. This is like not just a world tour for you, but a world tour for me. I'm like, what is this place? I don't even recognize all of it. Oh, okay, this is where we're getting to the center. So we had the town, which was supposed to be out there, but it kind of got ruined by all the snow and stuff. And then this is where I lived. I didn't build this big castle. This is a trading post. You could just go and trade things. That took you to a village way out there. We might go visit it. I think my brother was building it. But let's see if we can hit the hay real quick. So the place where we're going now is my farm. It was the center farm for all the world, where you could just show up and farms would all be auto-going, and you could grab whatever you needed. And my brother, being the genius he is, built his house, like, right by it. We had a to-do board with, like, lots of projects. We wanted redstone automated farms, we wanted mob farms, railways, literally everything. This is my brother's secret base. We dug a tunnel right through because we needed to get to the farm. I guess we'll start with his base, might as well. So, I remember this because I was here very often. I don't think there's anything in here. This is his crafting room. I'm not good at ladders upside down, or backwards, whatever it is. I think this is a guest bedroom. I don't know why there's snow in it. No, this is a snow golem's room. Because you gotta have rooms for your snow golems. It's just a regular thing. Oh, a secret room. I actually didn't know this was a thing. This was his actual storage room. I remember robbing this on several occasions. But compared to the previous survival world we were at, there's actually tons and tons of things in these chests. We very much lived in this world. We spent a lot of time in this world, actually. Here's bubble elevators. We got an update aquatic, taking you to different parts of his base. This is his horse's room, and is there really anything else back here? Yes, this room. I don't know what it's for, but it leads to this nice farm. And I love these domes. They're so much fun. Alright, so we need to get upstairs, and this is going to be a problem. So I don't know how we can get up there. So I want to say this, are we at the top? I think so. This is his bedroom. As you can see, we actually did quite well for ourselves, getting diamond gear. You can kind of get a whole glimpse of the farm, although you might not see very many farm things. We'll get to it. I wonder what he had. That's not bad. Some good stuff. An empty room. Get an even better vantage point of the world, though. Ah, I mean, I do like how the snow looks, but it's kind of a pain to live with. But I always wanted to have a dedicated survival world where I just spend more time in it. Okay, this is the downward area. These were our apartments he built us. All three siblings had a bunker where we would live. I guess they were designed for us. Apparently I think we actually had to move into them because there's nothing in them. I thought he had built the rooms for us. That's on me. I love the walk around balcony. It's a lot of fun. He's got a watchtower. You can get an even better view of the survival world. I would take a picture of this, but actually I might as well. Pretty nice. See, the snow is just mad annoying. But I had a lot of memories in this world, and if I could go back, I would continue to play on this world. This was the train station. I love how it's centrally located, because the whole place is like barricaded in, but like it's all fenced. But we have a train station in the middle of it, because it took you underground, which is so much fun. But everything here started out with basic farms and was slowly going to get automated. This was our cobblestone generator. This was our rail duplicator. I don't think it works anymore. That would be a no. This is a version 2. We used to have a different version. Over here, these were our trash bins and recycle bins. You could dunk your crap, and we actually had hoppers this time, and so you could get stuff underneath. This was the ice farm where you're just missing a silk touch pickaxe, but you just sit here, farm the ice, and when you need to, lift the lever, and it creates infinite water sources, and the ice will freeze. Here's our snow golems. Basic snow farming. This is back when this place wasn't even snowy yet, so you wanted to farm snow. The only thing... Oh no, the trees will turn white on bedrock if it's raining. Looks like a snow golem escaped. Doesn't help that he's wandering around. But yeah, here were all these farms. We were growing all the new crops like beetroot, carrots, everything. That was a work chest. Okay, get ready for some horrendous things. Like, redstone community, prepared to be disgusted. I was starting to build auto farms. And this is when I was a young lad. And I know this is the most abominable creation you ever did see, but I was kind of trying to make it myself. Kind of trying to base it off of other designs. And some of it is just frankly atrocious. The cactus design especially compared to what you can build today. Sugarcane one I think is pretty basic, and actually probably still works. It looks like it actually does. But, oof, dark times. This is supposed to be a chorus fruit farm. You go down there and there's a skeleton spawner. Cocoa beans. This thing, when it worked, was actually insane. So when Update Aquatic first came out, you built like this slanty water thing, and all the water was not like this. It came down like a staircase, and the kelp, it would try to grow into these slants, and it would just pop out. And this thing churned out so much kelp. But the idea that we'll get to in this, actually we'll get to in a second. We have some flower farms here. I think these are basic, like just get infinite flowers, easy peasy. This was going to be expanded. We did expand it but never finished it, but it was the ultimate barn. It was just going to have full pens of everything and take you all the way to the end where you could climb out. And I'm really bummed we never finished this. We had tons of animals in here. I think dogs got in and killed all the sheep. But that was when we had already pretty much stopped playing. But what I was going to say is everything on this world was going to have auto farms. This is a fish farm, froze over. That were going to be dumped straight here. So when bubble columns were activated, everything was going to lead straight here and go up and fall into an auto storage system. This was a test of the auto storage system. I think we're actually going to build it downstairs. But this... Actually, I think it does go downstairs. Kind of. Yeah, you can see we had insane amounts of kelp. But the other thing is so all this was gonna, all the crops were gonna come down into this chute and get loaded up here. But at the same time, this was a mob farm. So underneath this, just like on my original world, or just like your basic mob farm you've seen, tons of mobs would spawn and we were gonna carry them up top. And so you would have everything you ever need flowing through this tube at all times. And it was going to come through, and in this room actually, I remember now, it was going to be auto-sorted, and you could just grab whatever you needed. I don't know how practical it was. This is basically where I housed most of my existence. Unfortunately, if we go through the nether, it's going to update, and so we're going to miss out on everything. But that is that. And I think really the last... No, we got a couple more things to show you. If we climb up here, this is where our tree farm was. I think we had everything except for jungle. We just never got around to planting jungle trees here. Actually, we did. We had the small ones. I'm surprised. Yeah, no, we did. We had everything. But this is kind of where it went. We had trees, so you could farm everything. The oak ones, like your traditional old style. And it was great. But we had big plans for this world, to getting it all automated, and once it was all automated, there's so much more we could do with it, you know. It could have been way cooler, but that's kind of where we ended up, for the most part. I never really had a house, just lived up there, like I said. The last thing is something my brother built. I figure it's worth showing. It kind of gives an improvement. So like I said, he built this big cobblestone thing. But this starts to kind of show his improvement in building, because he built this later on. I think it's pretty neat. But yeah, there's assorted structures built across the world. Goodness. But yeah, here is his outpost, and I mean, it's all small, right? It's nothing major. It was going to be way more expanded, but it just stands out to me as just a really cool thing that he was going to do. You start to see like more of a style coming up with this, and I mean, really, you kind of have to see what he's built since then, because it's actually insane. He's grown into a really epic builder. But all in all, this has been the world that I probably spent the most, at least survival time on, coming to love and appreciate and literally grow into more of my modern Minecraft self. And so I think that's where we're going to go ahead and leave it off for this world tour. I got one more coming at you with my original Minecraft world, and then we're going to leave it at that. Eventually, maybe we'll tour my brother's world in the future, but no promises there. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.